Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Daf Yomi Chulin Pei Zayin Amid Aleph. Is Tefila In Hefsaik in the middle of the Suda. So the Gemara on the top of the Daf Pei Zayin talks about the concept of a Hefsaik regarding Chulin. Person does a bracha, makes a bracha on Shchita. Then he does Kisei Adam. So it's Kisei Adam. Is that considered to be a Hefsaik? Where now I did Kisei Adam, so I need a new bracha for Shchita. And there's a whole discussion there. And Tosfos goes off into another point. The top Tosfos there and says, what about davening? In the middle of eating, I stop to daven, which happens very often in Shabbat. Lunch goes a little bit late, and in the middle of the meal, you run out to daven mincha. And is that considered a hefsek? So you have a lot of questions there. On the one hand, leaving your place in the middle of davening, that's one question. It has to be analyzed. Another question is the very concept of davening in the middle. You can't daven and eat at the same time, so maybe davening is considered a hefsek. So Tosfos says not true. It's not true. That davening is not, even though he says there are those who maintain that way, that davening is considered a hefsek because you can't eat and daven at the same time. So davening is a break, a halachic break in your tefillah. He says, not true. In the middle of the meal, you hear thunder. So would we go and say the bracha? Shekachog v'rotom alei olam. Would you say, oh, that's a hefsek because you can't do the two at the same time? One's ma'akev, the other one, and one stops the other one. He says it's not true. It's one thing where you have a shchitan and a kisui. Kisui is the ending, ends that shchita. That's one thing, but davening isn't an end to the eating. It's just a separate activity. So therefore, Tosfos paskin and we paskin that davening per se is not considered hefsek in tefillah. Regarding leaving the place of tefillah in the middle of davening, leaving place of to go to davening in the middle of eating, is that hefsek shiri makom? That's a whole other discussion. We'll touch upon that another time. Shalom.